Hello YouTube, this is Keith Kevin Ken. How you doing? How you doing? I hope you're doing well. It's time again for another knife of the day. This is the series where I go through my collection one knife at a time, one day at a time. We are going to be talking about my Chris Reeve collection. We're going through that one knife at a time, but in between, we're doing a lot of other things. When new Spydercos come out and get delivered, I break in and they become the knives of the day. I should be getting another batch of brand new Spydercos, hopefully by next week sometime, probably the middle of next week, towards the end of next week. And so we'll talk about those when they come in. And we'll continue going through my collection. Today, I thought the knife of the day would be fun. I wanted to just kind of change it up a bit. The knife of the day is this Red Horse Knife Works War Pig. It's the Red Horse Knife Works War Pig. Now I'm going to talk about the War Pig. There are other videos about the War Pig on YouTube. And then I'm going to give you my personal experience with the War Pig. Let me start out with that. So I saw someone, I want to say maybe Jim Skelton did the War Pig, and what Red Horse Knife Works does, or did back then, I don't know, I'm not that familiar with them now. I didn't even buy this from them. I bought this from Blade HQ. And so he had some variations. What they did was, here's the base, and then you can do all kinds of things. Different blade stock, different everything to it. Okay? You can even have Damascus blade on this. So I got excited, and I came across some money, because this is an expensive knife. Mid-tech, I guess you would call it. And I bought one. I went to Blade HQ. Now, this was early in my collecting, too. And so I just started using Blade HQ. I did not know that Blade HQ sold used knives. And so I guess sometimes, at least back then, I don't know if they do this now, they would buy someone's collection or buy some used knives and give them. So when it came to me, I was a little frustrated, but again, this was new, that it wasn't brand new. You know, you can see a little blemish on the steel. It was very, very tight. It has huge stick. I had to get a butter knife to open up the stick on it. You ever have a knife that sticks so much you have to get a butter knife to release the lock? Now this became smoother as I played with it, but that was a problem. And so I came out just a little frustrated from the experience. Yes, I could have sold it and did other things, but at that time I was new. I spent a lot of money on this, and so I wanted it. So I wanted to give you a little background on how I did this. But let's talk about the War Pig, because it took me a while to then start going, man, I like this beast. It's a beast of a knife, and it's not that big. This is a 3-inch blade. It's D2 steel with that recurve. Look how beautiful this thing looks. There's a lot going on. Sharp, very wide, very thick stock. Very thick stock. Has that recurve that really, this is for hard use. This knife you use for hard use. If your EDC requires hard use, the War Pig is great. Now remember, and again, I haven't checked on them lately, but you could get carbon fiber, you can get different blades, you can get all kinds of things, different clip. It costs you a little extra, but you can remake this with Red Horse knives. I've seen Red Horse Knife Works. I've seen other knives from them that I love as well. And I was thinking about getting them, but then my collection took a spin and I started buying Chris Reeve knives. So, I started going, well, I could buy another one of these or 2 Chris Reeve knives or 1.5 Chris Reeve knives, that kind of thing. So that's how my personal collection got into that. But you guys should check out Red Horse Knife Works. Check out the knives that they have. Check out all the reviews on YouTube. There are a lot of them. I think you'll fall in love with them. But this chunky monkey is unbelievable. So thick D2 steel. Look at that blade. It's not as big as you would think. Only 3-inch blade. The entire knife is just 7.75 inches. Just 7.75 inches. This is thick titanium. It's heavy. This little 3-inch blade knife, 8.3 ounces. And it feels it, okay? It really does. But it feels good in your hand. It is thick, see-through construction. Again, standard clip, nothing to write home about. It works. A lot of options if you wanted different options with the clip. Okay, it does ride on ball bearing pivots. Again, this is the earlier version of it. It has right hand tip up only on this knife. Has a little bit of jimping here, but you know, it's smooth here. I mean, you can go in here and do some things. You could even get up closer and put your finger here. It is a really comfortable knife. A very, very long flipper. It doesn't seem like it's that big. And so when you carry it, first of all, you've got 8.3 ounces in your pocket, okay? So you'll feel it, right? The flipper really comes out there. When you see other versions, theirs just flip like crazy. I have to give a little wrist action to mine. Again, I haven't taken real good care of this, and I got it secondhand. But you see how far out that is out there? It's good for a guard if you're doing heavy cutting, but it does come out a lot. I like it. I like it like that. No big problem. It's just when it's in your pocket, you're already dealing with the heft and the wideness of it. And then you've got this little thing. It's not sharp or anything. It's just hard to get a hand into the pockets. Yes, it's a War Pig by Red Horse Knife Works. And you want to know something? It looks a little bit like a pig, and it is ready for war. D2 steel, just a huge mother. Again, sometimes with my bigger knives, especially if they're not smooth when I first get them, but as they wear on me, okay? As they open up, it's like, man, I'm happy I have this big beast of a knife. I wish it was brand new. I wish everything was just beautiful when I got it from Blade HQ. That was a surprise for me, but I really like this knife. Folks, the knife of the day is the Red Horse Knife Works War Pig. I don't know. I didn't know what to compare this to. I did the Mannix. It gives you an idea that this thing is heavy because of the titanium and the thick stock, but it's not really that big. I thought I'd do the Shaman too, because to me, the Shaman, a lot thinner, lighter, but it gives me that kind of, when people talk about a War Pig, heavy duty kind of knife, the Shaman, which is really a big Spyderco native, I think of that. It's lighter, it's a lot different, but man, the Shamans can go to work for you as an EDC knife. There you have it. It's the War Pig. Now, if I asked you guys to guess which knife I was going to do, none of you would have guessed the War Pig. Just a hunk of knife. And you know what? I like when knives are what they say they are. And this thing, while I was a little frustrated, really went crazy. If I didn't go into my Chris Reeve knives and Brous Blade knives and a significant collection and investing a lot of money into them, I probably would have said, now let me go through all my Red Horse Knife Works collection. Instead, I just have this one. Hope you guys enjoy this series. If you do, don't forget to thumb it up. Let me know that you're out there. It just helps me to do this on a daily basis. Don't forget to subscribe. Okay? Subscribe for me. And once you subscribe, hit that bell. That tells me that's a notification bell. And right now, you won't see my videos unless you hit that. So I'd really appreciate it. And share the videos. Let people know we're out here. Really appreciate all of you guys. Hope you enjoy the video. You guys have a perfect day. Keep those pockets full. Goodbye.